Well, turns out I'm going to do one more install today before the day is over back on the Tacoma, and I'm going to put in a Hooke Road Molle panel that goes in the double cab up in the ceiling. And so I've got the tools out that I'm going to need to take the factory grab handles off the back, and there's some Allen bolts that come with the kit that are going to be used to put the Molle panel in. Before we get started, if you can, when you get to the end of this video, please like the video, share the video, comment on the video, and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. I'm not going to do an open box. You don't have to see me open this for you to see it, but I'm going to switch the camera around and show what we're looking at for the installation, parts, tools, and where the handles are. This should not take very long to install this. So this is the panel itself. So this curve is going to line up with the curve of the ceiling on the inside of the cab, and it goes just like this being the top, and this is going to be the bottom, and the gap in here is meant so that you can run straps through and you can attach things to the ceiling. So I've got a few things I plan on putting up there. I've got a first aid kit, I've got a handsaw that I keep in the truck, I've also got a set of knives. I do have some Velcro kit straps with different sizes in it. I'm going to use these for strapping the items to the panel. The panel itself goes right up here, so it's going to go between the handle that's here, and as you can see, I've already got one of the little covers is actually popped open right there. You can just pop those open by hand. So there's a cover on each end of the handle. I'm going to pop the covers open, and then I'm going to use my 13/32 socket here. That's what we're going to use to take the bolts off. Obviously it's metric because it's Toyota, but I found that first and it fit, so I'm going to use that. But I need to take these two handles off and then put the Molle panel in place, and then once the Molle panel is in place, I'm going to put the bolts in that they give. Let's see, yeah, wherever those are at. And then I've got the bolts they send. They say in the directions it's a 5mm hex is what you need to put in. I didn't have a 5mm, so this is a 3/16, so that's what I'm using, and it fits the bolts. So let me get the handles started. So this is what it looks like to take these covers off. They literally just, you kind of squeeze the side, the top and bottom in, and they just pop out of the way. And then there's the bolt that we're taking out, and we're going to take these out on either side. So I'll show you what it looks like once I get the handles out. So this is what it looks like once the handle's out, and here's the hardware that I took out. So you can see that's the original bolt that I took out. There, and this is the new one that they sent. And the reason that they sent them is because the new one is a little bit longer, and the length that you're going to need on that is because the thickness of the panel, and it's easy to verify if you just put the threads on top of each other, if the threads fit together. That's an easy way to verify that you're not using the wrong bolt. So as you can see, those threads actually fit together. There we go. The threads actually fit together, so that's how you can verify that. Let me get the other handle off. So now we've got the handle on this side out. So there's the other handle out, and then I've got the panel right here. So we're gonna get this put in place. So here's how this installs. So there's the new Allen head bolt in there, and of course the mounting tabs for the actual panel go under the handle, and the handle just goes over the top. The bottom of this just sticks out a little bit, and then as you can see, it's flush with the ceiling. And then there's the other handle. So I've got one bolt in each side right now, not completely tightened up. So I'm going to work on getting both of these tightened up. Now I wouldn't move these too many times back and forth because this plastic is old, and this tab little side thing probably will end up breaking off, but I'm going to get the other 2 bolts and get it all tightened up, and then we'll take a final shot so you can see what it looks like. Probably grab some straps and then see if I can throw a couple straps through real quick just to see what it looks like. Sorry I didn't show this before, but here's the contents. There's the panel, there's the 4 bolts with the screw, the washers, there's what the size are, showing what the tools you want to use, about how long it takes to do it. There's no way it'd take 40 minutes. This would take all of 5 minutes tops with 2 people. You almost don't even need 2 people if you can just hold it up while you get a couple screws started. So remove the screws, that's the first thing, and then take the handles off, and then you put the panel in place, put the handle on, put the bolt into the holes, tighten it up, and then snap the covers back down, and then there's the finished product, and thank you very much and all that good stuff. So it's all done now, and I've got the panel in, I've got the handles on. The grab handles themselves are still completely useful, just like from the factory. They're tightened up and bolted down, and I went ahead and grabbed a couple items and just strapped them just so you can see, kind of get an idea how this works. You know, you run the Velcro through, and there's a gap in the top here, so you can run the Velcro through and then bring the strap around. So I've got my first aid kit, and I've also got a knife set. These are things that usually either sit in the center console in the glove box, or just in the floor space or under the seats. So this is probably not where I'm going to keep things, but it just gives you an idea. One of the tricks to this is that you can also double up the straps. So if one strap isn't long enough, you can actually take an end of a strap and run it through the buckle on another one and extend the length. So these are going to be extremely versatile. I've actually got 2 on this one, so this one goes up, and then on the inside there's another one. The width on these straps is perfect. It's the same width as the hole itself, you know, so it fits really well. And you know, I've got this one strapped in real easy, so when I want to, I can just undo the strap and then I can take this down. You know, don't run the strap through with the Velcro, the male Velcro first, because as you push this in, it's going to want to stick to the ceiling. So run this through with the buckle end like this, and it won't stick. That'll make it a lot easier to get things in. So that is the finished product. And some people said, you know, is there an issue with clearance? So I am 6'1", so let's answer this question real quick. Let me switch the camera around. So I'm 6'1", and this is going to be the first aid kit is probably about 3.5 inches deep. So it's, you know, it's right in the way of my forehead if I'm just sitting in the seat. So I'd probably move this to the middle, somewhere in the center. So if 2 people are sitting on either side, then you're not going to run into this. The rest of the things are going to be pretty flat, and for the most part, it's not necessarily that you have people in the back seat. It's just that you're trying to have an extra storage space. You're not really worried about people's headroom, but you're just trying to get extra storage space to put something out of the way so that everything you have doesn't have to live down on the floor. So I think this is going to be this would be a real nice addition to any double cab Tacoma. I don't know that it's available for an access cab, but for a double cab Tacoma, and for the price, I mean, you really can't beat it. You know, it's like $110 or something like that, new. So the one I actually picked up. It had been open, and it had been damaged actually. So I got a discount on it. But the damage was behind the tabs. The tabs were bent. So I worked in the garage on it for a while and bent the tabs out to where they needed to be so that everything would fit. And when I put it in, everything fit nicely. I didn't have any issues with anything not fitting well. So this installation is done, and just wanted to say thanks again for taking the time to watch. And I hope you guys have enjoyed the installs that I've been able to do on the Tacoma so far, and keep coming back. I've got a pop and lock tailgate handle that's painted to match that I haven't put in yet, and that will work with the factory key fob lock and unlock. Eventually, maybe someday I'll look into getting a remote start, either Remote X or 12-volt solutions. I'm not sure. MSC, I think, is another one. I don't think there's an OEM keyless start for this, you know, Gen 2.0. So this is 2011 Tacoma TRD Sport double cab, and that's what this Hooke Molle panel has been installed in today. Very easy install. Takes longer to record a video and edit it than it actually takes to install it, so that's nice. Got a few things done today in the Tacoma, just trying to make the interior look nice and get some of these projects off the shelf in the garage, so I'm happy about it. Thanks for taking the time to watch. Make sure you like the video, share the video, comment on the video if you have any questions, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next video. Thank you very much. Bye.